lessons from history. I've brought this book along. It's Everest, The Southwest Face by Chris Bonington. And the reason is because from a very young age, I was absolutely gripped by the stories of great adventure and exploration. And you may think, well, that's just foolhardy, adventurous nonsense. But there's something about going to the absolute limit of human endurance. And, you know, whenever you see these stories of those who take on great challenges, and climbing Everest is one of them. There's a film recently come out, and you see that, you know, people are right on the edge of life and death. A couple of things. It shows that the deep character and resilience that there is in humans who have that absolute determination to take on these challenges. But also, there are many testimonies of folks meeting with God and meeting and appreciating the limit of human existence. It brings humility and it brings an awareness of how great, firstly, creation is, but how great the Creator is. I'm prompted when I think of this. I remember at my school where we did mountaineering every weekend, and sometimes during the week as well, up in North Wales, where Chris Bonington and, you know, the Everest expeditioners trained. And we had some of them come to speak to our school. One I remember, Dougal Haston, he came before I was at the school, but he was on a later expedition after Everest, and he died on K2. So these people had real depth. There's a question mark today whether there is the same level of commitment among the youth of today. But our school did the first high altitude expedition of Mount Kenya successfully in the 60s, and then in my generation as well. I am fascinated by those who will absolutely put their heart and soul into a project. I just want to draw attention to Ernest Shackleton, and if I have time, I'll go on to another one. When Shackleton had, endurance had gone down in the pack ice, they'd found their way to Elephant Island and scrambled onto Elephant Island. They were absolutely at the end of the world. Shackleton knew that he had to get to South Georgia. I can't remember how many, 1,000 miles or whatever, in a rickety old boat. He managed to navigate by the stars, got to South Georgia, the wrong side from where the whaling station was, and he went over the mountain. As he was going over the mountains with two others, absolutely exhausted, absolutely at their wits' end, they were aware of a fourth person independently. Each of these three knew that there was someone, a divine presence with them. They all testified to it. So the point is this: when you reach your extreme, which they were absolutely at the extreme of human endurance, remember that if you turn to the one who made you, who knows you, who formed you in your mother's womb, who has a destiny for your life, if you cry out to him, he will reach out to you. If you feel far away from God, it's you that's moved. If you draw near to God, God will draw near to you.